We fight for equal rights over here. Okay? We know that she's organically a female. But look at that body structure. Look at how she's walking. You telling me you couldn't think that she might be a brother too? But I will say, y'all live your life. Do whatever y'all want to do. I just don't think you should force anybody to have to deal with your decisions. All right, man, welcome back to another video. Hope your day is going good. And in today's video, this video just pissed me off, so I'm done with the internet. Video by Poetic Flacco. Yeah, so guys, I don't know what Poetic would be pissed off. This man's seen a lot of things on the internet. So if he's pissed off, ready to quit, must be bad.
Really pissed me off. It's about the Go Gym situation. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this situation.
Talk to me, Poetic. What's going on? There was a woman
at Gold's Gym in LA. She goes there every day. Now, while she was in the bathroom, she sees a transgender woman. Now, the transgender woman was fully unclothed. The woman was also unclothed. And what she saw made her feel uncomfortable, right? Apparently, the transgender...
Oh, God. I didn't know this video was one of them videos. But let's keep going.
The woman had a huge hanging pipe. Something vicious on her. So
Jesus,
think about it. Like, hold on, bro.
She
like,
had the horse package.
Can we get some privacy? Like, can I not be unclothed around somebody with a huge hanging pipe on them? And that caused the chaos that ultimately got the woman more victimized because she ultimately got banned from the gym for speaking up. Wow. But the situation gets worse from there.
How are you? Did you tell me or not that women like to see?
I'm asking you a question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine.
I know what to say.
You can't get rid of me.
This is why they need their own bathroom, because I don't want to see a man with, a pee in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to see that?
You're right.
So we need to just give them their own bathroom.
For sure.
That's all I gotta say.
I'm a woman and I have every
No
right to not
disrespect.
want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
I understand.
I'm not causing. Gold's Gym, men, grown men with big in the women's locker room.
I'm not gonna lie. We fight for equal rights over here. Okay? We know that she's organically a female. But look at that body structure. Look at how she's walking. You telling me you couldn't think that she might be a brother too?
What? Definitely.
Nah. But I will say, y'all live your life. Do whatever y'all want to do. I just don't think you should force anybody to have to deal with your decisions.
Of course not.
And us sharing a bathroom with y'all is us forcing us to deal with y'all decision.
What? Really gotta blame the government, bro.
And I want to make sure the girls know. Everybody saw that man in the locker room. No one saying shit.
Bro. Watch her mannerisms. You can't tell me that ain't Shaniqua big daughter, like big brother.
Yeah.
I said, sis. My mind's all fucked up.
No cap.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, she moving like she's somebody big brother.
But hey, we don't care what mannerisms you got. You can be as manly as you want. Just don't come in my bathroom, and especially exposing your privates
with no pee, with no schlong. Let's go through them off.
Yeah, you come in there like that, I'm reporting you to the authorities. Just let you know.
It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. I ain't the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room.
Seeing things like this isn't abnormal in 2025. As a matter of fact, This is probably like one of the things that you see frequently on social media. But the reason why this situation is so infuriating and it's the response from the gym. It's how they treated the woman for sticking up for herself and sticking up
What
for
did they
what's
say?
right. And it's also the attitude and the behavior from the perpetrator, because they did a TMZ interview. And in that interview, you could see from their remarks, from their behavior, from their attitude, they're kind of relishing in getting that woman banned from the gym. They're kind of relishing in
Bro, listen, these are people who've had their power stripped from them. They believe from birth they were done an injustice. You don't think that when they see a little bit of power get exercised, they not gonna be happy? Listen, anytime you make drastic changes to yourself, I am of the belief that you're insecure. And when you give anybody who's insecure a little bit of power, they're gonna relish in it.
What?
victimizing that woman after she was already victimized by having to be unclothed in front of someone with a big wee-wee. Okay? Now, when this person says, girls love big wee-wees, what are you complaining about? That already tells me we're dealing with a degenerate and a perv here. And I wouldn't put it beyond them if this was all a facade and an act.
I just had the worst experience ever at the gym, at Gold's Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across America, where like trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it.
Guys, for real, leave this in the comments. I'm actually kind of curious to see what kind of comments I'm gonna get in this video. What are y'all doing if you've seen someone that looks like your gender, but they got the opposite fucking anatomy there? Or if you saw a woman walking with big ass double D titties, had you double checking, and then she went to stand up between the stall and a whole horse came out. What you doing? Because I know me, I'm calling the authorities. I'm not leaving until I get some sort of rectification. Sound like Umar now. I need some justification for this situation, my brother.
And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a f how women feel? Today I was naked.
Not accept no pacification.
I turn around and there's a man there.
In this situation,
boy,
my brother.
Like boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me, I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here, maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't.
All right, listen, man. I don't want to invalidate her feelings, but I don't know, bro. The gym fucked up and the gym needs to get canceled or whatever needs to be happened, because I think she's in the right here. I know I made jokes, but I really think she's in the right here for real. Because you just think about if you was in her position. I can only imagine if I was in her position, I would be fucked up too. I don't see no old man, bro. You know, I work at the gym. See old man just walking across with his towel, just drop it. Here, go pick that up, nigga. Like, what?
Yeah.
I ain't picking that shit up, nigga. Got Johnson cheese all over that shit, nigga. You can pick it up.
Don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can follow a report about an incident report. What the f is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel? That's nothing more manly than not giving a fuck about how women feel, I'd like to think. And I get it, like, everybody has their own things, and I don't want to say that I know everything about gay rights or trans rights. I'm a lesbian. I've been a lesbian my whole life. I treat people how I want to be treated regardless of whatever their sexual orientation is or whatever they decide. So I'm not transphobic and I'm not homophobic. I'm not straightphobic. I'm not racist. None of these things. I just believe in treating people how I want to be treated. Why do you guys think it's okay
Respect.
for men to be in the women's restroom? And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms?
She raised all valid questions, and what really
Problem
validates
solved.
her experience is because she's
I
not
think T-Rod
somebody that
solved
can
y'all
just easily
problem in the
dismiss.
beginning of this video.
Like, she's not a heterosexual woman. She's not a straight man. Where again, straight men, we're villains now, right? We're villains now, right? We can have an opinion,
And
about anything,
Flacco,
right? You have an
we
opinion about
can't
anything,
no
you're
idiots.
automatically a bigot if you are a straight man on this internet, bro. You have
You
any
see how,
opinion against anything, any critique of any group.
bruh, you seen how I had to do it. You seen how we had to preface this video. And it's not because we're trying to be disingenuous. It's just because a lot of times, bro, even addressing something, you kind of have to address it like you don't give a fuck. Because the best way to look at it is explaining yourself. Your friends don't need it, and your enemies are going to criticize. You know what I'm saying? So that's why there's literally no need to explain yourself, right? And so a lot of times you get in these situations and you want to say something, but you're like, fuck, if I say it, I got to explain it.
Yeah.
And if you explain it, them niggas still going to say, you hated trans. Why did he say it like that?
Damn right.
It's like, nigga, I don't care.
What?
I'm not living like that, man.
No cap.
For people, you are now a bigot. So we can't say nothing. So cool, I shut my mouth. Now you have somebody from the community who's saying, yo, this is a problem. This is not okay. And they can't dismiss her as a bigot. No, she's one of them. Now, this person, right, not the woman, by the way, but the perpetrator, the trans woman, the transgender woman, she went.
I might have just found me one of my favorite trans of the year. She gets the Trans of the Year award. Man.
Let's just say,
out here speaking up
she
for
was
them.
not apologetic at all.
Well, joining us now is one of the people that Tish says she confronted in the locker room. Her name is Alexa.
And you all got to hear the reason why I said that, right? She's speaking up for the rest of them because I find that people who are professional victims that do these body modifications, they're just looking for a reason to tear somebody else up because their life has not been well. Bro, imagine the lifestyle of a person that is chasing ultimately outward external things. Nothing outside is going to make them happy. You know what I'm saying? And then if you think I'm lying, look up Caitlyn Jenner, right? Caitlyn Jenner made a statement about her transformation and the regrets that she had about her transformation. I don't even know. I had to say she. To say, yes, these things are not inherently coming from within us, bro. These are just insecurities that we don't know how to deal with.
Alexis Black.
That's all this is.
Now, Alexis, welcome to TMZ Live.
Hi.
Hey, Alexis.
Holding them accountable.
We spoke with Tish, and she said when she came face to face with you, it was obvious to her you were a man. So, you know, I don't want to get terribly graphic here, but can you kind of explain, you know, how you appeared? You know, do you believe that she was reading something in that you...
Even bruh trying to get a breakdown, he's struggling to get it out.
Yeah.
Everybody is tongue-tied because they're not trying to offend nobody, bro.
Exactly.
God damn.
It's the government, too. It's the fact that the government, they're limiting freedom of speech, bro. We're supposed to have freedom of speech, but we all know that it's limited, bro. Why would bro say, how do you appear? What do you mean? I see a man. What do you see?
Yeah, lying though, bro. What the fuck?
You didn't appear to be male. She perceived you to be such.
Well, first, I told the people that raised me that this is the way that I was when I was 8 years old, and really I stuffed it down pretty deep, and I began using hormones this year in February, and I actually relinquished that information to her about you know, name change, and it says female on my ID, and hormones, and I mean, I'm registered as a female with the gym. So.
And were you at that moment, because she told us about a couple of different encounters, were you fully clothed at that moment?
Well, she has become aggressive with me on 4 different occasions, actually at different locations in Los Angeles at Gold's Gym. But fully clothed. I believe I was enrobed in a towel on one occasion, and this last time I was clothed the entire time. Yeah.
We know that's a lie because the woman confronted them to their face and said, yo, didn't you tell me women love big wee-wees? And they didn't have nothing to say because they said it. Because if you didn't say it, it would have been, huh? What? Bro, I didn't say that. Stop.
What?
And the only reason she would know is because you were unclothed.
Yeah.
Had it all out there. That was the point of her disagreement. She was yelling because she had to watch that. She had to see that.
Wait, so that was the tranny that was in the situation then?
Yeah. That's the person.
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Yeah, I forget. We can't say that terminology. Go ahead and bleep that out. What they call them, bro?
Person.
The person, yeah, the person in this situation.
She was also unclothed.
Jesus Christ.
So one, you
See how we got to tiptoe around this, bro?
It's
crazy.
on this channel. I'll go by the Adam and Eve principle, okay? Before Adam and Eve ate that fruit, they didn't know they were naked. They were completely innocent and oblivious. They had no idea what even being naked was. But when they ate that fruit and they began to get corrupted, that's when they began to know, oh yeah, this is what sin is. Bro, we're naked. They lost their innocence because they ate the fruit. And that's how God knew they ate the fruit, because they lost their innocence.
Facts. And it's the same way with a child, right? That's how you can tell when a child has transitioned into being an adult. When I was a kid, I thought, yeah, I'm parent. I'm getting knocked down. I'm getting knocked down. I'm over here slaying some shit. I'm thinking that my mom wouldn't notice the difference, but it's the fact that the confidence, like for a man, I don't know what it is for a woman. I'm not going to put my mind into y'all because I can only speak from the perspective of a man. And from my perspective, the moment I started, dealing with other gender, making that shit like clockwork, I started feeling the confidence boost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like it's like anything in life you got to work towards. You got to break down her defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come up with a good counter. Make it smooth. Don't make it too smooth, but make it like, you know what I'm saying? That is good enough. And once you get to the end goal, every time I just felt like I was a conqueror. Everybody could feel that. They can see it. Then you start acting, you start moving a certain type of way. You start, you know what I'm saying? You start caring about how you look. You start caring about what you're dressing like. And then I'm there thinking I'm pulling the wool over my parents' eyes. Bro, they knew I was smashing shit.
Of course.
They was like, nigga, I've been there. I've done that.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's the same with a lot of kids, bro. Maybe a kid might watch this video and think he's getting one over on your parents. But bro, if your parents can see the patterns, I promise you, you're not doing anything new.
What?
Right? So with this, the minute you have to lie, that's when I know, okay, yeah, you knew what you were doing. Like, you knew what you were doing were wrong, because if you didn't know it was wrong, you wouldn't have the need to lie about what you were doing. So of course they were unclothed.
Okay. Again, I apologize if this is too graphic, but I just think it's important. Let's
speak truth, baby.
Okay. Have you fully transitioned?
Be clearer when you say that.
Your genitalia.
That is a process that requires a quite lengthy
That means no.
work. Like, for instance,
why do we gotta dance over stuff? Just say yes or no.
They never
That's me,
answer
no.
any questions directly because they know what they did to that woman was a violation and they were wrong for it. Because when they answer the question, it's a very simple question. Have you transitioned your genitalia? They refuse to just answer the question directly. They go down these long roundabout routes. No, just answer it. Did you get your genitalia transformed?
I sat in a chair and had hair follicles removed from my face for 2 hours yesterday in a process called electrolysis. In order to
ask you about that,
have
brother.
that surgery down there, one must have every single hair
Hey,
done
this should
that.
be so funny, dog. This nigga Trent went from calling it. I was the one that said this woman. The Trent's like, brother, still you don't know.
In
It's so
order to do that,
confusing.
I ain't never
would
calling
take,
you
like,
a woman.
we'll
No,
just say like a year or two to have
I'm
that
never
done.
doing
It's
that.
literally not even a possibility with where I am in my transition.
Okay, what you
look,
say you is?
From her perspective, I'm just wondering if you see her perspective. She's saying
ahead.
that she's looking at you, say, in a towel, and you still
she's
have
seeing
male
male
genitalia, and
To be honest, I just don't see the big deal. Right? Some people are down to hit. Me personally, I just look at it as everybody wants to chase this reality. You know, what you chase escapes, right? And so when you chase this thing about looking like a woman, I've never met one person that wanted to be a woman ended up actually looking like a woman.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
What?
So for all your efforts to chase down this goal, it's just a long boxes you got to keep checking for the rest of your life.
What?
Just to stay a woman.
Yeah.
Or whatever gender you're trying to be.
Be happy with what God gave you, bro.
Bro, I'm trying to tell
Can't
you.
remove everything that God gave you, bro. Something that you have is going to remind you of a man. No matter how hard you try to be a woman, bro. You get rid of the Adam's apple, guess what? You still got big ass hands. Still got wide ass shoulders. Still got big ass feet.
you know, you may be transitioning, but could you understand her being uncomfortable?
Well, I certainly do not understand it, but I do get the notion of the fear mongering that she's perpetuating.
And of course you wouldn't understand it because you want to control how people perceive you.
Exactly.
You can't do that, bro. If you could tell the world I'm a purple butterfly, but we can clearly see that you're not.
What?
It doesn't matter how much you kick and scream about it.
Okay.
The truth in the moment is far from what she is purporting it to be. Literally every time that she's done that, I've had women in the locker room comforting me because of how aggressive she was towards me.
So she was saying, why don't they have a third bathroom? Especially the gym you're talking about at the Beverly Center. That's been recently built. They had a layout that they could have adjusted and they could have put a third locker room in. Do you think that would have been appropriate, or do you feel
that's like what they should have did?
Entitled to use the women's locker room just as Tish's?
You know, that's a great question. I'm glad that she said it, that you have put it on the air. And the answer is that would necessitate two different ones, because some people trans MTF, some people go FTM. And so that's two rooms right there. You're not going to put a trans woman with a trans man just because we're...
Oh, you see? He's scared. He's scared. He doesn't want to deal with the freak show. Okay? He doesn't know what he's going to roll the dice and walk into that.
Yeah.
But see how they don't want to do that, but yet, because that would make them uncomfortable with their decision. It's like looking in a mirror. I just figured it out.
Yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror. They would be reflecting, looking at their own insecurities, because this person feels the same way. They feel inadequate. And I would have to look at them and all our complications we got to do through in life. Whereas I'm trying to chase this thing. So let me go into this room and force these people to validate that I'm a woman now. It's so much easier to have you validate me than to sit in a pity party with everybody who feels sorry for themselves. I figured it out. That's why y'all don't want y'all bathroom.
For sure.
Because you have to face the reality of your decisions. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Trans, that seems like a whole new envelope of discrimination. But
you know you done effed up,
fucking
right?
sad, bro. Ain't nobody told you to do that to yourself.
A transgender woman and a transgender man in the same bathroom, right? They just said they will feel uncomfortable. They will feel uncomfortable and discriminated against. They were put in the same bathroom as a transgender woman and a transgender man. Well, don't you understand why, as y'all would call it, a cis woman would feel uncomfortable being placed in the same bathroom as a transgender woman? Don't you understand how that could be a thing? So you could see it from your perspective. The moment you believe you're victimized or being discriminated against, you can now see it. They just exposed themselves, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Poetic, man. I just noticed that we got around 10 minutes to this motherfucker. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? This was one of those topics where it does touch a little bit of a gray line, and I want y'all to leave your comments down below. Really, I really want to know what the current space of the people are thinking in 2025, man. Be raw.
Yeah, man. Ruffle no feathers, but that's just why we gotta call a spade a spade. We don't need to be calling a spade a clover and all this other shit that is not. You're a man, be a man, bro. It's all right to like other men, but be a man. You know what I'm saying? When you go to trying to move the goalposts, this is where it gets you.
But yeah, man, I showed y'all that I see both perspectives, man. I see the perspectives of the people that are making the change. I see the perspectives of the people who don't understand the change. I'm one of them. Like, I kind of get it, but ultimately, bro, this shit is like, it's just sad. It's just really sad, because if you guys were really happy, we wouldn't be having these discussions. But anyways, man, y'all made it to the end of another video. I love y'all. Great people, man. Binge the rest of the videos on the channel. Y'all already know. Catch y'all in the next one. We out.